to you from a location deep in the Antrim Hills. Picturesque, as is the wetland in front of me. One of the fleet vehicles of Rust Bucket. What a machine.
It's an amazing machine.
The wine red wine merchant. And in such condition too. Reading through the classifieds one night, searching for a small yet imposing MPV type thing. Came across this Bipper TP for sale, and they are actually very rare. They don't come up too often, and they command prices usually in the region of around £2.5 grand for a decent one. This one here, not sure it could be described as decent, but once I went to see it, I just had to have it. Someone once told me whenever buying a car, you don't actually buy the vehicle, you buy the man. And on this occasion, the man was questionable, to say the least. I took one look at him and thought, this really isn't going to end well. So when I got it, I had a wee look inside, and to be honest, it's actually not that bad. The interior is pretty clean. 2010 with the sliding doors and the electric air pump in there, which is used to inflate a couple of slow punctures we have on the tyres. That's from one of the seat belts I replaced. I can sort it off there. Yeah, so it's actually not too bad. 160 on this absolute stalwart. It's actually a bit more than that. Let's just see. Yeah, we know the door's open. But it's good that it actually knows that. 165. And it was sold with the LCD screen broken. And the merchant claiming there was 120 on it. So I sort of thought, right, okay. It's not a great start. And you can see, amongst other things in the salubrious interior, is this. Very comfortable when you're driving long distances. We start head screw just ahead of the gear knob, and down there, which holds this place securely. Nothing's ever going to happen to that, as you can see. That's in there for life. And yeah, we got the wee air freshener there. So to replace this LCD screen, all this had to come out, but as you can see, I've done an absolutely stellar job. And with the help of China's finest parts, we're good as new. Amongst other things been replaced in this has been the boot struts, the seat belts, over in there, and pretty much full suspension work, including shocks, springs, top mount, drop links, and brakes on both sides. The hound that sold it to me said there's a wee knock on the front right, but it's going to be no more than a drop link. Says I, no problem. Got it home and felt in round where the spring sits, and yeah, half the spring was lying there. So another headache. Also replaced MAF sensor, which is still giving me a wee bit of trouble, and a wiper blade, of course. And there's a wee there's wee kind of scratches there. They're not scratches, but they're wear marks, I would say, on that windscreen, which I don't know if that's an MOT feel or not. Hopefully not. But I say, you can imagine yourself driving through Provence, case of the finest red in the back, if you can imagine that, Hoover's case of red wine, and you kind of feel yourself a bit sort of sleepy. All you got to do is put this down here, pull in here, oh there you go, and this here, a complete flat bed, which you could probably sleep in. You know, or you just pull this down and maybe build something up there if you're that way inclined. But yeah, as I say, less than reputable man sold me this, and his asking price was £1,000. And you know what? I looked him square in the eyes and told him there's no way I'm paying that. So I bartered hard. When I say hard, I do mean hard. And I ended up paying quite a bit less than that, considerable bit less than that. Which he wasn't happy about, but he just had no option but to take it. So here we go, guys. Us at Rust Buckets. We're broken inside, we're cursed. We are averse to new shiny things, and hence we've been doomed to walk the earth searching out these type of, some might say bargains, others say a pain in the arse, headaches, but the character of this thing shines through. Doesn't look too straight. But I mean, the bodywork's not too bad. Only 14 years old. And sure to turn a profit on this thing. I don't actually know what to do with it yet. Half thinking about keeping it because honestly it's class. Lug everything you want into the back of it. Look at it. Who cares about washing it? And this back right, as I say, flat as a pancake most days. Today it actually wasn't too bad. It's probably some sort of ditch finder. Let's just see. Goodyear. That's probably about the most surprising thing yet about this thing. There's actually a Goodyear tyre on it. But instead of fixing it, I've thought it prudent just to keep on inflating it with that wee pump I have in there. Because that's what you do, innit? So yeah. What a ride, guys. What a ride. So it's up for MOT on the 21st, I think. And Downpatrick, of all places. Of course, fully insured. Of course, riding dirty. But when you hear the unmistakable bark of the 1.4 HDI Peugeot engine, all your problems go away. That radio off there. Ah, dear, dear me. I don't know if that's a good sound or not. A belt or something. I swear it's never made that sound before. When she gets going, there's absolutely zero power in her. You don't need power really, do you? Just ain't keep trucking on, runs on fumes. Boy, it sold it to me, filled her full of red as a kind of parting gift. And again, one of the luxuries, I'll get my belt on, is the fact that this actually works. Working on both sides. Wing mirrors, which is just unbelievable. Got a wee lunch machine there, which is borrowed, of course. And yeah, that documentation came with it. The full service history, which was not a bill of sale, but a CSR labourer card application, so that's what we're dealing with. Well, happy enough. It goes. And do you know what, guys? Someone's getting a real bargain when this thing gets sold. Let's see how she goes. Clutch isn't great, but gets you there. No knocking from the suspension now, everything's been replaced. Ready for another 150,000 mile. As you can hear, harking. Really is herring up this back road. Suspension's good, no rattle, no knocking, brakes, stopping power there. And when you put the lights on, it registers on the dash. And what's not to like? What's that there? Check number plate light. Well, let's just do it. You bastard. That's not a great place to stop. I thought I cleared this code. So, lights on. Number plate light it is. Yeah, tell you. Both there, both good. Let's see, boys. Happy days. And then the audible beep when your seatbelt isn't put on, which is not great, to be honest, but there we go. She's off. So yeah, tune in, and it's just a taste of what's to come, fellas and girls. Adios.